So in this video, we're going to allow the player to enter their character's name, and then we're going to display it in the status menu. So the first thing we're going to do is double click Quest to open it. Click Create a New Game. Make sure Text Adventure is selected, and then enter the name of your game. Click OK. And then wait for everything to load in. Alrighty, so don't worry about any of this stuff right here. And the first thing I'm going to do is click Room and change its name to character underscore creation, and then change its alias to character creation. And then we're going to uncheck use default prefix and suffix. So the difference between name and alias is that name is the name of the character, is the name of its room object, and an alias is how this object is displayed in the game. So if you don't have an alias, it'll instead use the object's name. So I can show you. So if we were to get rid of alias and then click play or hit F5, up here you'll see character underscore name, and it says you are in character underscore creation. Click stop game. And so now we're going to replace that with character space creation. Save and hit play. As you can see, it's now the alias of that room object. Click stop game. Now what we want to do is every time the player enters character creation, we want the game to ask for the player's name. So we're going to go to functions, click add, and then enter underscore name, or whatever you want to call this function, and click OK. Alrighty. And so now we want to prompt the player to enter their character's name. So we'll type in message, which basically prints whatever's inside the parentheses to the screen. So we'll do message, enter your name. So now we need to get the player's input, and you do that by typing in get space input curly brackets, and within those curly brackets we're going to type in player.alias is equal to result. So whenever you use get input, after the player enters their input, the input is automatically saved into a variable called result. So that's why we're putting player.alias equals to result. Alright. Now we need to make it where every time the player enters character creation, this function runs. So go back to character underscore creation, go to scripts, and then after entering the room, click code view, and then type in enter underscore name. So now whenever the player enters this room, enter underscore name should run. So to test that, we'll do save and then click play. So it says you are in character creation, and then it says enter your name. So I'm going to actually do that and enter my name, then hit enter. Now at this stage, in order to actually test if it actually worked, you want to click debugger, click the player object, click attribute, which makes all the attributes be listed in alphabetical order, and then click alias, and underneath value you should see whatever you entered. Alright, so Click exit and then stop the game. So the next step is we need to display the player character's name in the status menu. And in order to do that, we're going to make another function. This is called update underscore status. Click OK. Alrighty. So then, oh yeah, this is the code view button, by the way. I normally type all my stuff in code. So what we're going to do is we're going to do status is equal to new string dictionary. Then we're going to do player.status attribute is equal to status. So whenever you want anything to be displayed in the status menu, you have to save it to a string dictionary and then set player.status attributes equal to that string dictionary. So this will be a blank dictionary, so I don't think anything will show up. So now we're going to add stuff to it. And the first thing we're going to do is add the player's name. And so in order to do that, you just do dictionary add parentheses. The first parameter will be the actual string dictionary, which is status. And then we need a key, which is name. And then what will actually be displayed is name plus player.alias. Okay, save that. Okay. Okay, that's right. And so what we want to do is we're going to create a turn script where each time the player takes a turn, the player's status will be updated. And so the player's name will always be shown to the right side of the screen. So now we're going to click game and then add turn script. Okay, and so I'm going to name this turn script take turn underscore TS. Make sure this is unchecked. And then what we're going to do is just type in update underscore status. So because we don't have enabled when the game begins checked, we'll have to manually start this turn script within the game and then manually turn it off. So what we're going to do is at the end of enter underscore name, after the player enters their name and we save it to player.alias, we're going to enable take turn underscore TS by typing in enable turn script and then the name of the turn script, which is take turn underscore TS. And so just because you enable the turn script doesn't mean it'll automatically run. It'll wait for the player to actually take a turn in order to run correctly. So we'll have to kind of like force it to do something, and you do that by typing in do take turn underscore TS script. So basically all this does is it'll run this script basically. So click save and hit F5 to start the game. Okay, so I'll enter my name, Brianna, hit enter. And as you can see, it showed up in the status view. And that's pretty much it for this video.